All right, so we will be getting started like in just a few minutes. We'll turn that off and dive right into it. So, my main thing is to make sure that we get ready for 2025. There's a lot of things going on. Before I open up, I do want you to understand that if you have a small business registered in any state in the country, right now in the United States, to please file your additional requirement. That is, if you have not seen it yet, something called a BOI. That is a beneficial ownership information report. That information, if you want to fact check it, log into your state website where you registered your business, and that information should be there. As far as what the fines are going to be for not filing that, we're not sure. But one thing that we have heard was up to $500 per day. What I'm seeing, what we're looking at is possible fines on your filing your business taxes when you file your taxes. Even if you file your taxes with your personal taxes, that could be imposed there. And the reason that I'm saying that is because when we have started preparing 2024 taxes, a question that popped up that's normally not there: have this client filed their BOI report? So we see them implementing it in different ways, and to um, not necessarily just to fine you all, but also to crack down on money laundering and fraud through the use of business. So what FinCEN is doing or have seen, and then I'm going to get started, is people are making businesses and funneling big amounts of money through them just to say that it was a business transaction. So to crack down on fraud and money laundering, FinCEN has put an anti-fraud money laundering method in place that all businesses must also register with their department so that they can keep track of who are the owners, and they can also track back to who's sending this fraudulent money or money laundering back and forth for whatever reason. All right, that they could be doing. And I guess it also helps crack down on Ponzi schemes as well. Because it seems like that, if you have an LLC and you have a bank, you just let money flow through it. And then when a Ponzi scheme comes, everything dissipates, everybody kind of scrambles. And so that way they'll have somebody that's attached to that paperwork for that business in some type of way, whether they're investigating, looking at it, or whatever. Okay. That's just my take on it. You guys, please get that registration done. It's not hard at all, but we're going to dive into how to boost your chances of getting funded for your business or getting funding for your business. And then we're getting ready to dive into 2025. So we want to make sure that your business is set up and ready to get funding in the case that you may need it, right? For whatever that it could be. You can use funding for capital expansion, payroll, whatever it is. But you do want to know how to balance everything, especially when it comes to taking out loans of any type. You want to know exactly what you're going to be using it for. So here's some things to keep in mind. I can't stress the importance of keeping your business and your personal finances separate. When you go to a lender wants to see business transactions as business transactions. And then if they ask you to see your personal bank account, your personal bank account. They don't want to see inside of your business account that you're spending money for personal things like gas in your car, groceries, whatever, like normal. You have to, if you need money, if you have an LLC and not a corporation, if you need money for your business, you want to take the money out of the account and spend it as cash, if that makes sense. If you have money that you need in an LLC, I'm talking about LLC here. I'm not talking about a corporation just yet. We're talking about the LLC. If you have money that you need for personal reasons inside of an LLC, before you spend that money, you need to take it out and spend it as cash or some other form of payment. If you transfer it to your personal bank, that's fine. But what you don't want to do is spend directly out of your business bank account for personal reasons. Again, you can transfer money, your money from your business to your personal or to another account that you want to use, debit card, credit card, or you can take that money out before using it in cash, deposit it into your personal account, or spend it as cash. If you needed to pay a bill, if your office is not work from home and you're not getting credits for working from home, you don't want to even pay bills with it. Now, if you're working from home, you have a consultant agency or some type of agency where you get those credits from working from home, you probably need to speak with your accountant, your financial team, your tax advisor to see when can you spend money for your utilities directly out of your business account, because there are some, you can do things that way as well. But because you get those credits, right? But any groceries, daily purchases for personal reasons that's not related to the business, that's a no-no. You want to transfer that money to a personal account or take that money out cash so that it does not report that you're spending personal money out of that account. That's for your LLCs. For the corporations, you also want to do the same thing, similar. However, you do want to pull out income called owner's draw. Owner's draw is the income that you pay yourself if you own a corporation. If you own an LLC, you do not take out owner's draw. So that's the difference. And I'm going to pause and look for any questions when it comes to, do you guys have any questions about separating your business and personal accounts at all? Because we are getting to the end of the year. The new year is coming in, and we want to position ourselves and position our business to be ready for funding, ready for financing, where we can go into the lender. And we're going to cover that a little bit today. We're going to go into the lenders and we're going to apply for funding, especially if we need it. Especially if we need it. And we can use it if we use it for the right things. And I know you guys are going to do that because as small business owners, we are learning how to allocate our funds to the correct departments in the correct locations, right? In order to grow and expand and enhance our businesses. So that's important. If you missed it, that was a very important part. You can always go back and watch it. Also want you to keep in mind your documents for your income sources. Make sure that all of your revenue for your business is deposited directly into your business account. That's pretty plain and simple. However, I know sometimes, especially with the ease of different types of payment systems, everything is not going to our business account. I have some referral, and this is just telling you how you can maximize your income in your business so that when you go to your lender, everything that you can put into that account and push it as business income is going to be allocated for. It's going to be looked at. It's going to show positivity in the most part. The object of the game is to show funding, is to show income, is to show that cash flowing into your business. And so that you're making income. So let's say you're making $6,200 every 2 weeks in your business, but only 6,000 is going directly into your account, and the other, let's say 3,000 was paid in cash, and another 32 was paid on Cash App, and you did not put that income into the bank and deposit it as cash. Well, when you get to the lender, to your bank or the lender, and they look at it and you say, oh, I made, $12,000, $13,000 that month, but it's only reporting 6,000, you probably need to learn how to put that income into your business account so that it can show that cash flow, so that it can create that positive traction, so that you can build rapport in your business. So I'm pushing you guys to deposit your income into your business account. It doesn't matter how it's paid. If it's paid on Cash App or in cash, create an account, deposit into that business account, take that cash, deposit into that business account immediately, so that you can show that positive cash flow. Are you guys keeping up? Let me know. Also want you to keep in mind what the lenders see as far as your healthy income and your overall debt, right? We're getting you ready for 2025. We want to make a bigger impact in our business. We want to know how to show up to the bankers when we're in need of something. Things happen. There is a big misconception when it comes to can I get a business loan? Can I get a business credit card? And do I have business credit? All of those are bigger misconceptions because you need everything to work together in order to qualify for funding for your business, right? Bankers are not going to lend you money without seeing your personal income, the way you manage it, and your personal credit. Okay? You can have perfect business credit score and a really shoddy personal credit score, and you could be not making enough money, not putting your money in the right places, not too much where you spend or what you spend it on, but how much overall debt you have. And that's what we're going to get into. How do they look at your overall debt? What are they looking at? They're looking at every loan you have, every lender you have, every account, every debt account, whether it's a car loan, a car note, your home loan, your finance loans, payday lenders, everyday lenders, just different types of lenders. They're going to look at all of that. Credit cards, they're going to look at your overall debt. They want to look at how much income you're pulling in, business and personal, in order to do your debt to income ratio factorization. They're going to factor in things like your student loan debt, always 1%. Any other payments that you have, anything you co-sign on, they're going to look at that overall debt, and they're going to factor that in to approve or deny you. So your main goal is to push your income into the right places, and more than likely it's your business, into your business accounts, so that it can show that money has been made at some point during that month in your business. Okay. Also, you want to borrow what you need. It's supposed to say over borrowing on your loan can hurt you down the road, because we see that over borrowing leads to overspending in different categories. If you're having trouble making strategic ideas or setting up a strategic plan for exactly what you want to use the loan for and how to generate that income back in your business, you want to get with a business advisor who's going to help you put together a plan to making your money back, or recreating a plan so that you can start producing some positive cash flow in your business, so that you won't so that you will have the ability to pay your funding back, to pay your loan back, right? What you want to do before you go to the bank, you guys, we're getting ready. Again, I can't say this enough. We're getting ready to go into 2025, and we are still putting ourselves at the mercy of others. We don't know what to put together for our businesses, and we're falling apart. But we can do some things to put that all back together, so that we can get some leverage in this credibility of business. Okay. You want to call the bank, the lender, whomever you're looking to do a loan from, and you want to know, what should your personal credit score look like? What is the lowest credit score that you guys approve for? And they're going to tell you, some have no credit score, right? But you always want to hit that 580 mark. If you talk to a lender, if you talk to a credit advisor, whomever, they always tell you, hey, hit that 580 mark, should be good. 580 mark at the lowest. Okay. You also want to ask them, what is their debt to income ratio? What should that look like? What percentage should your debt to income be when coming to apply for a loan with them? Okay. And then they're going to ask you about your income, your yearly income before and after taxes. You want to pull all of that. You want to get your banking statements for the last 6 to 12 months, whatever they're going to ask for. Make sure you ask them that if they're looking at your yearly income, if they need 6 months bank statements or 12 months bank statements, and if they're looking for before or after tax amount. Because it just depends. Are they looking for what you can gross or what you can net, right? So you want to ask those questions, and then you want to compile all of that before you go to the lender. When going to a lender, if you're looking for anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 in personal or business funding, you can choose any bank of your choice that you want to do business with. It doesn't have to be a specific bank. They all have criteria, and that's why we go back to the previous slide. You want to ask them what's their criteria, because that is important. What they are going to approve or deny you for based on their credentials for their clients for funding. All right. Between 5 to 10,000 is usually a non-collateralized loan. Anything above 10,000 is usually a collateralized loan, meaning you also want to have your accountant pull your asset totals. Okay, you want to have your accountant pull your asset totals, so that you will also have your collateral asset totals in the case you are looking for funding over 10K, which is the collateral size loan. 5 to 10K is more like a bank signature loan based on your credit and your income. Okay. So again, some big no-nos in business is using money directly out of your business account for personal expense. Short and simple, using money out of your business account for personal expenses. Okay, big no. Please do not do that. Make sure that you pull that money out or transfer it to a different account if you're LLC. And if you are a corporation, you're doing owner's draw, which is required. Okay. Any questions while we're here? Please feel free to reach out if any of this has resonated with you and you need a little bit more support onto the direction of where you need to go or where you need to be or how to build your income in order to get it where you want it to be at. In the case you ever need to go to a bank or a lender for funding. If you need assistance with understanding whom to go to for funding, we can help you with that information as well. Y'all have a great day.